This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Will, A Wonderful World. In the last episode, we got as far as we could with the detectives, though we seem to be missing something before we can get that story finished. So we finished Li Wen and Alicia's story, which had some silliness in one. Well, actually, both of them were kind of serious, weren't they? Well, okay, never mind. But this one's kind of silly because it's just like this story specifically is somehow convincing her and Wen to somehow meet up, I guess, or something. So it's a little weird, but hey, why not? So let's see. I guess, and they mentioned something about how certain endings will affect certain choices. So, or we'll have to have endings on other things that'll affect them or something. So let's figure out what we got currently, and then just kind of. So what do we got currently? We got the bad ending. So probably a couple more bad endings or something like that, and then we'll kind of go from there, I guess. All right. How do we want to do this? Because I really don't get the whole... This one's probably going to be a bit more complicated just because of the, way it's working or whatever, so... yeah, I guess. I don't know. We'll just see kind of what happens from so forth and so on, just kind of figure out how they work. I waited until 5 o'clock. I never showed up. I took off the Sir Spotty mascot costume and gave it back to the staff member at the west entrance. Wait, you were... So the way I set it up, she was wearing it instead? Okay. Staff member who had to take it off early for an upset son kept thanking me. He said that if he hadn't found a stand-in before 4 p.m., he would have lost his year-end bonus. I made a turn from a drizzle to a downpour. I walked home alone, without umbrella. That's a D ending? It's not much different, really, when you think about it, but okay. So, somehow doing that in that order, somehow she ended up just wearing an outfit for a dude instead. I don't see how that could happen from these choices, but what do I know? I'm not writing this thing, so... okay. Let's try... let's see. Let's trying to. I really don't have much way in what I'm trying to figure out. I can't really give you a very good what my thought process is. I'm kind of putting it all together and see if that kind of makes sense. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a method to it. I'm probably not the best when it comes to these logic puzzles, as much as I like puzzles. It was just past 5 o'clock. A garbage truck had a sudden flat tire on the road outside the north entrance. There was garbage everywhere. Staff at the exhibition center all put on their raincoats and ran down the stairs to pick up the trash. I decided to go and help out since I wasn't doing anything anyway. Soon I happened to run into someone I knew in the crowd. It was Jimmy, who had just recently transferred to my school. What a coincidence. We started chatting while picking up garbage. Jimmy said he was a huge gamer. He told me the plot from one of his favorite games. In the game, the player could play as God and help solve the human's troubles. Kind of reminds me of Black and White, actually. What other game? There are a few games that you play as God. I'm trying to remember a few others. Other than this game, of course. But yeah, Black and White, you kind of play as a God, sort of. I mean, technically any Civilization game or playing things like that, technically, but not really. Trying to think what else. I know there's more of them. Most of them are on the PC. It's usually very few console games have this concept. Usually works better as a PC type of game. But anyway, the funny thing was those human troubles were all incredibly dumb. Yeah, they were. I could barely understand him, but judging from his excited look on his face, it must be a pretty interesting game. It was already 7 o'clock when we were finally done, and the exhibition had been over for a while by then. Jimmy asked if I wanted to go and grab something to eat. I looked down at my phone and realized that the battery had run out. I felt a little choked up in my throat. Huh. Yeah, she seems more interested in Mr. Wynn than Jimmy. Jimmy's trying. He's trying, but, you know, some girls like a man who has experience, you know. Okay, so let's try that again, but just swap these out, see what happens. Sounds like it'll be slightly different, indeed. Indeed. 6 o'clock, the rain had turned from a drizzle to a downpour. I was still standing at the entrance, waiting. The exhibition was over. My phone's battery ran out. People were coming out of the exhibition center and raising their umbrellas. It's kind of weird that a phone battery would run out in this day and age when people are so aware of their phones, that you think they'd be pretty on top of that stuff, but or at least have battery backup, like chargers in their bags or pockets or whatever. There's more and more umbrellas around me. No one's face was hid behind one. I was slowly swallowed in an ocean of umbrellas, and I couldn't even see the road outside anymore. I crouched down. The rain kept falling. I couldn't tell if it was because of the rain, but I cried. That's the B ending? These endings are weird, just because, like what? I guess maybe I'm expecting some certain details from them. I don't know. Okay, well anyway. All right, let's move some stuff around and see if that'll give us some different results. Okay, I don't think I did this one yet. Go! It was just past 5 o'clock. A garbage truck had suddenly flat tire on the road outside the north entrance. There's garbage everywhere. I decided to go and help out. Okay, lots of people walked by and took pictures of me with their phones. I struck a pose cooperatively with a victory gesture. Look at me. I'm the guardian of the environment. Sir Spotty. Is she wearing her Sir Spotty outfit or something? It was already 7 o'clock when we were finally done, and the exhibition had been over for a while by then. My phone battery had run out. In the end, I didn't see him. I took off the Sir Spotty mascot costume and gave it back to the staff member at the west entrance. Wait, she had a ticket for the event, but yet she was wearing the mascot thing. That's just weird how it just all of a sudden, whenever endings, it requires that she started wearing it for some reason. Staff member had taken off earlier for an episode. Son kept thanking me. He had said if he hadn't found a stand-in before 4... Okay, we already said that. Oh, that's just different. Basically, she was a little bit happier in that one, but not by much. Okay, so that's that one. So finally, the final one will be the best end, which I guess would be just switching these two, right? Weird how that would be. That's all it takes to do that. No, that's... Maybe I'm... let me think. No, I have to switch. That's right. I already did that one before. No? Wait, hold on. Let me think. North entrance. Oh, maybe I need a... Maybe at this point I have to... No, this... Okay. I was confusing my different choices. I was like, wait, which one I did already? 6 o'clock. The rain had turned from a drizzle to a downpour. I was still in the Sir Spy mascot costume, sitting at the entrance. My phone battery went out. The exhibition was over. People were coming out of the exhibition center. Thank you so much for today. You can get out of that costume now. Again, you saved my life today. The staff member had taken off earlier for an episode. Someone kept thanking me. Yeah, okay. I was just about to pull off the mascot head when someone bumped into me. I couldn't see anything with the head on. I only knew that I was falling down the stairs. Whoa! Holy crap! It's almost comical in a way when you think of it. Oh, so that's what the Sir Spy outfit... Wait. Huh, that's kind of interesting that the cat... Okay, I get it. Ow, 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 ow! I finally stopped at the bottom of the stairs. I suspected that every bone in my body had been broken. I was sure that I must have looked pathetic with the mud plastered all over myself. Are you okay? The voice sounded familiar, but I couldn't be sure because of the sound from the heavy rainfall. A powerful hand grabbed my arm and pulled me up. I took the mascot head off in a hurry. I saw in front of me that same casual outfit. He raised an umbrella over my head, but his shoulders were getting wet. He ordered 2 cups of hot coffee from the cafe on the first floor of the exhibition center and sat at a table next to the window. The rain had become so heavy that we couldn't leave, but I was feeling like the luckiest girl on earth. He told me that the exhibition was organized for a friend of his. He didn't know I was still here until he had seen the text just a little while ago. There had been too many people in the entrance when he arrived, and he wouldn't have been able to find me if I hadn't been so eye-catching. Well, you're wearing that mascot outfit. So it was his friend's exhibition. He hadn't planned to come with me. Lightning suddenly flashed outside the window, and all the lights went out in the cafe. The waiter came over to apologize. He lit up a candle and placed it on our table. The outside view became clearer now that it was darker inside. He turned and looked outside the window towards the blurry greenish mountain far away. He suddenly changed the subject. That mountain is called Shuanglong Mountain. In weather like this, you can see the most beautiful rainbow in the mountains when the rain stops. Have you ever painted it? I remember the paintings in his apartment. The rainbow in his paintings must be even more beautiful than the real one. But he shook his head. The most beautiful views can only live on in memories. I could see the candlelight flickering in his eyes. It was supposed to be the color of warmth, but I couldn't sense any temperature. A voice suddenly surfaced from deep within my heart. It was overcoming my own self-control. I couldn't stop myself from blurting out the question. Mr. Wen, mate? Do you want to go home now? Sorry, I forgot. It is pretty late. Mr. Wen took his eyes away from the mountain, gave me an apologizing look, and reached out for the umbrella next to our seats. No, not that. Could I get a picture with you? What the hell was I talking about? I pulled up my phone to hurry, then I realized the battery had run out quite a while ago. Oh, how embarrassing. I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. No. Actually, well, I could make a joke with her story, because I doubt that her story is ever going to go that... Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, we have a story about human trafficking and all this other stuff, so why not? And this guy, the guy she's interested in, has depression, amongst other things. Anyway, Mr. Wen took out his own phone instead and handed it to a waiter passing by. I held onto the cup of cocoa nervously and smiled like an idiot. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Let's take another one. Young lady, get a little closer. I'll just say it's a woman's. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Let's take another one. Young lady, get a little closer to your boyfriend, please. What? Boyfriend? You don't understand? I mean, really? Before I could explain, the waiter had taken another picture. I turned my head towards him, and he was so close. The first thing I did when I finally got home was plug in my phone. As soon as I turned it back on, I received a text from Mr. Wen. It was a photo. Later, I bought a brand new phone album. I printed the photo out and put it on the first page. It's the best birthday gift I ever got. That was actually kind of sweet, really. Though I bet she's liking a man who has severe depression, amongst other things. And who knows? He probably might even have something wrong with him physically. You know, like a disease or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised, really. Okay. I'm surprised we got a new post at this point, but let's open them.
为什么会这样？
A gray world, huh? And that's still before that, so I might as well do the, Jimmy's! A gray world. Sorry, Jimmy, looks like you're losing out to the old mature man at this point, but who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky. So, the mango was doing the wrong voice. The mango was gray. Sorry, the sky was gray. Even the happy 3 friends that have been playing on the screen looked gray. For the past 2 days, I've been faking a foot injury. That must be completing so much of the album book or whatever. I've been faking a foot injury. I hadn't left the room at all. Even all my meals have been brought home by Rocky. Rocky 5. Whatever Rocky looks like Sylvester Stallone at a younger age. I felt like a lump of sludge rotting in front of the computer, staring at it all day. Maybe I should switch to my nerd voice for him, just because this voice almost sounds like my female voice, because it's just me talking lightly. Why would she spend her birthday with an art teacher, Mr. Wen? Ooh, she saw what happened. Poor Jimmy. Well, you need to be assertive, dude, if you want to get the girl. Kiss the girl. Whoa, whoa. Were they a couple? I closed the episode of Happy Tree Friends. Is that a reference to Happy Tree Friends? If you haven't watched it, you should check it out if you like. Well, let's just say it's not for the faint of heart. I then logged into my secret blog. All the recent entries have been about her. The most recent one had been pictures that I'd taken on her birthday. Dude, you are super creepy. She'd gone to the cafe with Mr. Wen, then they left together, rode the subway together, then even went to the same apartment building. Oh, you know, I just noticed his picture. He's crying. So sad. Even though I had soon found out that they were neighbors, it still felt too much of a coincidence. Did she move next door to him, knowing that he lived there? I kept scrolling through the pictures, imagining that it'd be me with her instead. I had been looking at her from far away, but I couldn't summon the courage. Dude, you're getting cucked. Okay, sorry. I apologize. When I finally had my line ready, it was Mr. Wen who got ahead of me. Jimmy, I'm going to eat the last piece of the cake in the fridge if you don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Jimmy, I'm going to eat the last piece of cake in the fridge if you don't. Rocky yelled from the living room. Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm not going to do my nerd voice. I'm not feeling it with this character despite him being a nerd. I wiped my face hastily. Thank you. Thank you. I'll bring you more chicken legs tonight. Rocky had thought it was my birthday 2 days ago. I'd ordered the cake from Hong Kong. Thank goodness I hadn't put her name on it. I took another glance at those annoying pictures, clicked the delete button. The confirmation dialog popped up, yet I couldn't do it. I dragged myself to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror and my face was horribly pale. My hair was all messed up and my eyes were so red. Even the reflection seemed to be mocking my loser self. I took a wet towel and went back to the computer. I rinsed my glass with boiled water and poured some milk into it. I grabbed the face cream and squeezed the container. I held up the glass and stirred, then took a big sip. I didn't realize I just made a huge mistake. I just thought the milk tasted bitter because of my horrible mood. It also had a minty taste. Wait, he put his face cream in with his milk? Ugh. My tongue felt a little numb. I looked at the bottle I just used. Smoothie face cream. Makes your face smooth like a smoothie. Then I remembered that I'd run out of honey half a month ago. I spit out all the remaining flavored milk onto the computer. But the real tragedy is yet to come. While I was busy wiping my keyboard, I accidentally pressed enter. I never had any backup for these pictures, so I'd always felt guilty about them in the first place. So now they're all gone. They're all... I have fond memories of this place. And now they're gone. All gone. Jimmy. So he deleted all of his creepy stalker photos of his not real girlfriend. What a bad thing to happen to him. What a terrible thing to have, of course. Okay. I assume he already had the bad ending, but we'll set that up anyway. Okay, let me look at the history. Oh, he's only got 3. This shouldn't take too long at all. Hopefully. I mean, he's only got 3 options. How many more can we do? So, let's see. Let me see. Grab the face cream. Because then he'll put the... Wait. Yeah, that sounds right. Sure. That'll probably get something. Because, like I said, they don't have to, some will be deleted if it doesn't make sense in a certain order. So, the sip of water must have been sitting there for days. The next thing I knew, I felt my stomach rumble and turning. I rushed into the bathroom. I was feeling like crap, and I had to suffer through this. I couldn't have felt worse. Jimmy, let me see your homework. Yeah, it's on the computer. Just check for yourself. No guarantee it'll be right. God, Jimmy, you're the man. Let me know if I can help you sometime. ... Why did I never have any luck? My gosh, of fortune, where on earth are you? Wah. Sounds like this guy's just... He needs to take charge if he wants that girl, you know? Some girls like assertiveness, like I said. Not all girls, but a lot of girls do, so... If that's what you're into, anyway. Okay, so... I think maybe this might... Because I think we want the... Because we want the crane to basically be last, if we want the best result, which I think this is it. I mean, it makes sense to me anyway. I eventually hit the cancel button. I still couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't tell if I was just too tired or if it was because of the milk. I hunched over the desk and fell asleep. That's the S ending? Well, I guess that's the best result because he didn't delete his stalker pictures. So, you know, there you go. Huh, what is wrong with this pen? It's not working again. What great timing. It's so annoying. Willie gave me this pen. Willie? Who's Willie? Oh, the dog? Right, yeah. Anyway. Although it looks like a pen, it's not for writing. I need to use it to slice up the letters, which will then split into pieces. I can then rearrange the pieces before pressing a button on the pen, which makes the pieces retract themselves in an intact letter. Afterwards, the letters in the human life will happen according to my new arrangement. I can even read about the aftermath of the letter. It's fun playing God. However, recently the pen has started to act strangely. Rumbling. I'm hungry. It's time for afternoon tea. It's strange. Willie has normally brought me snacks by now. Willie! Willie, where are you? It's so dark. Where is he gone? It's so dark here. These cells feel really old. Or very old. Will! What on earth are you doing here? Turn around. Don't look. As if I wanted to. Ouch. Why is it so dark here? Is the light bulb out? Yeah, it's been out. It's been for a long time. Why don't you have it fixed? Wait, why can't we fix it ourselves? Aren't we gods? Shouldn't we be able to fix the light bulb with a simple wave of a hand? Who told you that? Even gods have their limitations. And we can't get what we want, whatever we want. You should learn to appreciate what we do have. Huh. Are you saying we need to buy things too? Like humans? Well, we're not entirely like humans in this regard. We don't have to pay rent or mortgage to live here, but not everything is free. We don't need money, but we need faith from the humans. Kind of reminds me of gods from Dungeons and Dragons, where gods lose their power if they have less worshippers. So if they lose no worshippers, they're basically a dead god at that point. You mean the more people that go to the temple or church to pray to us, even worship us, the better our lives become? Yeah, why don't you force the letters to somehow... Is that why we do the letters, so we can get more worshippers? Yeah, more or less. However, we are not like those gods in the normal sense. For example, in a place with extreme drought, people would often pray for rain, right? The normal gods would just give them rain, but the faithful were deemed worthy. This way, the humans would know that their wishes have been granted. But if we were to grant their wishes, it would mean that the drought had never happened in the first place. Therefore, the humans would never realize that their wishes had been granted. So to be a god, it basically had to do enough to make it think like you've never done anything at all. Gotcha. Because they were never in a drought, therefore they would never have to pray either. I see. So you're saying that all those people have asked for our help and never realized that they have done so? Does that mean we're going to starve to death? That's not going to happen, but we might live in poverty and... we might be suffering. Times 10. It's hard being a god. I don't know about that, but... don't think too much about it. Anyway, were you looking for me? Oh, right, I almost forgot. The pin hasn't been working well recently. Is it broken? It's too dark in here. I can barely see. Let's go upstairs to your room. Isn't there a room right there? Speaking of which, didn't you just come out from there? Is this your room? Yes, it is. Well, let's... No. I haven't even asked yet. The more he does not want me inside, the more curious I get. Is he hiding something unspeakable? Yeah, it's doggy porn. Ugh. But I twisted my ankle when I fell down. I really don't want to climb the stairs. No problem. He just teleported us there. Huh? How do we get up to my room? Because I'm a god. That's awesome. You know how to teleport? Can I do that too? Perhaps. Let me take a look at that pen. Well, it might be getting too old to work properly. Let's try again later. It should be fine. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. I'll go prepare some snacks for you. I'll just lie down and rest your ankle. Teleportation. Hamana. I want to teleport. Well, that didn't work. Hamana. How can I do that? Apparently this dog seems to be hiding some secrets. But anyway, let's look at the new letter. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Is that one tied to anything? Nope, it's a separate story. Yeah, might as well keep going on with Yi Men's story while we're here. You know, get it all to take care of it all back to back. Might be, since it's isolated, it won't. It'll be easier to get all the options because there'll only be so many. I assume anyway. As soon as I walked into school that morning, I knew that something was wrong. Everyone I knew and didn't know was looking at me with a strange look. They were all talking about something in a hushed voice. That was the girl. Wasn't the teacher new here? He's pretty old, wasn't he? Honestly, I don't know. I would say no teacher's handsome as him. But living together? Oh no, that's too far. I know that's woman's voice, but whatever. Living together? What on earth were they talking about? Jake was standing at the door of the classroom. She rushes towards me and dragged me in the restroom as soon as she saw me. She pulled out her phone and showed it to me. It was the top post in the Scorn BBS forum. Senior student Lee Win from Class 1 living together with hot new art teacher. Read all about it. There was also a few photos of me and Mr. Win clearly taken from a distance in secret. Were those Jimmy's pictures? Did he accidentally send them or something like that? All of them were from the evening of the exhibition. There were pictures of us at the entrance, in the cafe, even one with us going into our building. Dear God, what the hell were all these? What did you do? Did you piss someone off? Why would someone stalk you and take pictures of you and then make them public? What's going on? Oh, if Jimmy did this on purpose, what an asshole. I carefully read the post again. It was posted by a newly registered account with no other information at all. The poster clearly wanted to remain anonymous. I thought about it as hard as I could for a long time, and I still had no clue. I honestly couldn't think of anyone would be so mad at me to do this. How would I ever explain this whole thing? I ran to the third floor of the office building, hoping to explain myself to Miss Yang. Just as I was about to step in the hallway, two tall boys stopped me, smirking. Miss Lee, we heard that you have been living together with the new art teacher. He isn't even that handsome, is he? What do you think about us, Miss Lee? Would you like to give us a shot? I was thinking about how to get rid of these losers when I saw Mr. Ren Yi come out from one of the offices and pass nearby. He'd obviously noticed me, but I pretended that he hadn't. All of my strength had suddenly left my body. I was at a loss. I didn't want to stay in school for one more moment. I ran back to the classroom, grabbed my backpack, and ran away from the school in plain sight of everyone. There was a 7-Eleven on my way home. My stomach started rumbling when I arrived at the store entrance. I walked in and bought a box of chocolate milk. Life is like a box of chocolate milk. You never know what you're going to get. I also ended up giving him the wrong bill. Then I left the store. I walked to the small alley that led to my building. I felt a sudden spell of dizziness and I blacked out. I fell to the ground. My wallet fell out. Someone just comes up and steals her wallet. Dude, I'm taking her fucking wallet. No, sorry. The milk box was open and gushing down the throat. Down the throat? What? In a haze, I saw a dark, thick hand pick up my wallet and throw the empty milk box into a trash can nearby, or nearby trash can. He carried me on his shoulders and kept walking deeper into the alley. Uh-oh. My eyes began to slowly close shut. I felt as if I couldn't open them anymore. Oh no, I might be taken away by a madman. I'm screwed. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself locked inside a strange room without a window. Oh dear, she's gonna get... My school uniform, shirt, and underwear were scattered on the floor. Oh god, this is not good. Everything was dirty and ruined, including me. Pain was coming from all over my body, reminding me that this wasn't the first time I'd woken up. The door screeched open and a man wearing beach shorts and tank top walked in. Wasn't it the guy that threatened Mr. Wynn earlier? Oh, no, there we go. I recognized him. I finally realized that for some people in this world, there's nothing beneath them. Robbery, kidnapping, even... I tried to back away from him, but my legs were tied to the table. I couldn't move, not even 1 inch. I could only shut my eye, hoping that I could wish myself into passing out again. I had hoped someone had noticed me when I was taken. Well, no Leslie Nielsen to save you, unfortunately. If only I had left some clues. Somebody help me. He went. God, she got abducted, possibly raped. Ugh. Yeah, I was thinking maybe her story was going to be a bit more carefree than the other characters. Nope. Never mind. Ugh. Well, maybe we can help her not get in that situation, shall we? All right, let's see what our let's stick with the bad ending first. Get that out of the way. Okay, so there's even an even worse ending than what happened to her. I don't believe you. Lies and slander. All right. Let's see. Votes. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, let's try this one. See what this gets us. Trying to get those bad endings first, so we can get the good, happy ones later. In the haze, I saw a dark, thick hand pick up my wallet. You think? Let's see, that was the same. Taken away, bad man. I'm screwed, literally and figuratively. Okay. I tried my best to focus all my strength and squeeze the milk box in my hand. The milk drops left a trail on the ground. Soon the box was empty and there was nothing left. My eyes began to slowly close shut and I felt I couldn't open them anymore. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself locked inside a strange room without a window. Okay, that's all the same. Including me. Pain was coming from all over my body. I think that's all that changes. It's just the milk, and I guess it wasn't enough. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much. No, basically the only difference is the milk squeezed out, but it didn't do anything basically. Okay, let's try to get some happy memories. Happy trees, happy memories from this place. So, all right, let's see. Let's try. Let's see what this gets us. 3, 2, 1. Save the girl from a sexual assault. Oof. In the haze, I saw a dark, thick hand pick up and throw the empty milk box into a nearby trash can. He carried me on his shoulders and kept walking deeper into the alley. My eyes began to slowly close shut, and I felt as if I couldn't open them anymore. Oh no, I'm being taken away by Madman. I'm screwed. Okay, we got that. Dirty Ruin. Somebody please help me. Perhaps God had heard my prayers. It wasn't the goddamn man in a tank top who walked through the door this time. It was 2 men in police uniforms instead. It was Mr. Wynn, holding my wallet in his hand. I hid under the table and crouched into a ball. I didn't want him to see me like this. Why? Why did it take you so long? Well, that's a C ending, so it still have. I feel like, unfortunately, it looks like she's going to be assaulted no matter what, but well, I don't know. She said it takes so long. Maybe there's a way to prevent her from getting assaulted, period. That would suck to be having a character if we could save her, not be permanently assaulted, and have that on her, you know, conscience for the rest of her days. This episode might be a little bit longer because I think I want to finish this little bit before we call it an episode. Okay, let's see. Let's see how moving this around will get us. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. I guess. Oh, maybe this. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I fell down the stairs at the door of 7-Eleven. So if we just prevent her from like going to the alley anyway, it might stop that from going. That makes sense. Unfortunately, the cashier wasn't paying attention as there had been too many customers. In a haze, I saw a black and thick hand pick up my wallet. I threw the empty milk boxes in a nearby trash can. Okay. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself lying in a hospital bed. The doctor said I had fallen down the stairs of the 7-Eleven and broken my right arm. I needed rest for a few days at home. The smell of the detergent in the hospital made me feel sick. I didn't want to stay for one more second. Well, too bad you broke your arm. But somebody had taken my wallet and I couldn't pay my bill to leave. Isn't there like certain situations that occur if that happens? Like just setting up a bill for later to pay, or contacting someone that can get her information, you know, stuff like that. Anyway. Many bad things keep happening to me. After school, Jing showed up at the hospital. She gave me a big hug and I broke down crying. You know, better than some of the other stuff, I guess. At least she wasn't assaulted in this version of the story, at least. Okay. Okay, how many? We just got two. Okay, so probably A and S, I bet, is what we're working on right now. Okay, milk. Let's see. Try. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, let's try that one. We're getting closer to her having nothing bad happen to her at all, ever. Okay. Oh, it just starts at the hospital bed. Doctor said, falling down the stairs of the 7-Eleven, broke my arm, and I need a rest. Okay, so, maybe sick, and I want to stay for 1 second longer. Fortunately, I just didn't have money in my wallet to pay the bill. What type of I guess healthcare is different in China than it is in America, because like, how would a student have enough money in her wallet to pay for like a hospital stay? Okay, then I left in a hurry. And that's pretty much it. She just had her wallet this time, so okay. So at least these are kind of shorter, and they don't give us a lot of a lot of repetition when it comes to some of the details. Okay. Okay, let's see. That should be it, I think. Yeah. Okay, that'll be the final one. Then we can call it an episode. Although this one didn't seem much better. In the haze, I saw a pair of dark, thick hands pick me up from the ground. He then carried me on his shoulders. Oh no, I'm being taken away by Batman. Okay. Droplets of blood or milk. Nothing left. He took another turn to an even more obscure, tiny path deep inside the alley. My eyes began to slowly close shut, and I felt as if I couldn't open them anymore. Maybe it's my final wish, but I thought I saw somebody running towards us. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself lying in my own bed, covered with a warm blanket. My bag and wallet were on a chair next to the bed. There was no one else in the room. Someone who had been passing must have saved me. Although, how would a random hero know where I lived? My phone buzzed twice. Doesn't your ID have your phone number? Anyway, my phone buzzed twice. Jing had texted me more than once. Are you okay? I just heard that the school BBS had been hacked. Everything was gone. I feel better, okay? Everything will be better soon. Oh, so someone hacked the thing and erased everything? I bet that was Jimmy fixing his own incompetence or accidentally doing that or whatever. Chang, thank you. Hackers. A hero who saved me. And Mr. Wen? So many things had happened today. I pulled out the blanket to cover my face. I'd been completely drained. I didn't want to think about anything anymore. Well, at least it's somewhat better than before. Alright, well, looks like Li Wen had a scary situation, but she was saved, and maybe the hacker fixed the incident and her social life would come back to normal. But in the next episode of A Wonderful World, we'll see what Alicia and Spotty have in common, and what other new letters we've got. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.